So, Kieran, welcome back onto the Soul Sync podcast. It's great to have you here.
Lovely to be here, mate. Looking forward to it. It's amazing how quickly the time has passed.
I can't believe it as well. Yeah, it feels like only yesterday we were doing the March full moon. To anyone that doesn't know, Kieron Morgan, he's a healer, a teacher, an alchemist, and you can go back if you want to listen to his full interview. It's in the show notes. Just go back and you can find out all about Kieran there. But Kieran very kindly comes on every single month to create us a bespoke full moon meditation. So this month it's the pink moon. It's on the 23rd of April, which is I had to think about that then, a Tuesday. And the pink moon is also known as the grass moon, the egg moon, and the fish moon in various cultures, apparently. But talk us through, Kieran, what this full moon is all about, what we can come to expect a little bit of in the meditation. I must say, before you say, I've done it myself. I did it last night. You sent it over to me, and I loved it. I think it's my favourite one of yours yet, actually. And I had a really, really good meditation from it. And I have to say, Kieran, the music that you put on the background music, it is a treat to listen to.
Yeah, I do try to evoke and use sound to evoke the right kind of atmosphere. I used to work in the theatre and I did lighting and sound and all kind of stuff, creating atmospheres. So it's something that I really like doing, and I think it makes a big difference to creating atmospheres as well, especially in guided meditation. So it puts people in the right mindset, the right frame of mind as well. Yeah. So I'm really glad you enjoyed it. It was a nice one to do. I mean, they're all good to do, but this month is about welcoming in a bit of sunshine. I know it's a full moon meditation, but it is a bit of sunshine. It is a bit of warmth. It is about abundance and prosperity and optimism. And it seems to have been a long time since the sun shone for many of us. We've had a few days of sunshine, but it's still here. It's still really cold. So it is about the sun and warmth. And that's why there is a bit more. I do mention the energy of the sun alongside the moon as well. And of course, with the full moon meditations, the sun light is reflected off the moon, which is the thing that we see. So the energy of where we are in that part of the year as well, in springtime, really comes to the fore. But yeah, it is a time of optimism. It's a time around Easter, and Easter is about the eggs and abundance and renewal and rebirth. And the pink moon as well refers to there being lots of baby animals about, little teeny tiny pink bundles of joy.
Yes.
So that's that symbol of abundance as well. And when we go back into our past as humanity, that would be a time of really, the getting out of the last frosts and into things growing. And we can see that in our hedgerows and the trees sort of blossoming as well, and blossoms and blooms of the hawthorn and blackthorn as well, and apple trees and cherry blossom, that sort of pinks and bringing life back into the sort of greyness of winter time. So that's what we're looking at. In April, then, the full moon, we're looking at finding a purpose as well, and we're looking about releasing things that we don't need, or not focusing on things that distract us. So to sort of have a good spring clean as well, if that makes sense. We can do that on social media, spring cleaning as well, as get rid of those things that you don't watch or you don't need and they keep cropping up on your feed that aren't really pertinent and useful, and replace them by lovely, kind, new things. Maybe the Soul Sync podcast would be a good thing for people to get into and to use, but because there is lots and lots of renewal there as well. And we're coming up to Beltane as well, which is the 1st of May. So it's just the other side of this full moon. And that is, again, a big celebration of the energies of cleansing and clearing. The fires of Beltane were used to drive cattle between to protect them against disease. And every house had its fire doused and then relit as a signal and a sign of rebirth and renewal. So it is about bringing in that new energy, spring cleaning as well. And we've had a challenging time with the eclipse that we had last week. That was a real blocker of things, but also an opportunity to release. But many people felt blocked and have now sort of, after that, it was like right, I'm not doing this thing anymore. I'm doing that, and I need to move forward. I need to get rid of this load of rubbish, and I need to get on and move forwards with this. And that's a lot of people's energy at the moment. So there is that purpose, that direction. That sounds like it's resonating and ringing true for you at the moment.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, I think in this time of the year, especially in April, and I think a lot of people use kind of the full moon in April for manifestation, for healing, and it's such a beautiful time of the year, and it does resonate with me. I think that this, for me, is a time at the moment where I'm trying to really think carefully about what do I want to do, what intent do I want to set, and I think it's that kind of beautiful time of the year now where we've got the whole summer ahead of us, and it's, I love this time of the year. But I think the meditation for me, it really did take me on quite a journey, and I think that I'm going to make sure that myself, I'm listening to it in the next couple of days, the full moon, and afterwards. And I since we've been doing this, Kieron, I must admit I've really found myself getting a lot more absorbed into the moon and what it means. And I felt it when the solar eclipse happened the other day. I kind of felt the energy you was describing there as well, so I can relate to that. Well, I think it's going to be. I think you're going to love this one, everyone. I think this is really good full moon meditation, and we're so grateful, Kieron, for you coming on month after month to share your pearls of wisdom and creating these amazing experiences for us.
Oh, you're welcome. It's great to have the opportunity. And when we start to reconnect with the energy of the turning of the seasons and the planets, I'm not an astrologer per se, but I've noticed that when I start to notice how things change and shift and move, it relates to how I'm feeling and movements. So there's other planetary conjunctions happening as well. And when you start to look at them, even in retrospect, you think, oh, this is how I was feeling the other day. I wonder why that is. And you look back and go, oh, actually, there was a conjunction with Jupiter and Uranus, for example, which is happening at the moment. And that, again, is about pushing past resistances and releasing things and then just trying to just get going. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity and really hope that people enjoy them. And I hope you get some lovely feedback. And if people have any questions or thoughts about things moving forwards, then, I hope that's all right for them to, drop in a comment and let us know.
Yeah, and as always, if you want to find out more about Kieron, you can go to his website. Just go to the show notes. It's all in there. So without further ado, here we go. This is your Pink Moon April meditation with a fantastic Kieron Morgan. Enjoy.
Close your eyes then. Take a few longer, deeper breaths. Listen to the sounds around you. Listen to them, accept them, and then let them go. Listen to the sound of the gentle heartbeat. Let the chair beneath you take your full weight. Give yourself permission to relax. Breathe more deeply. I call to the energy of my beloved dragons to create a sacred, safe space around us for protection as we journey into the other realms. Dragons of earth and sea and sky, dragons of fire around us fly. Dragons of night and those of gold, come close and let your wings unfold. Dragons of love and those of change, be with us now, then rearrange to dragons of change and those of love. As below then, so above. Dragons one and dragons all, come close and heed this dragon's call. And as the dragons come close, as your guardians and guides come close, the spiraling swirling mists of Ratanan, the dragon's breath, dance and move around us, melting away everything in the 3D world that it touches, the walls, the ceiling and floor. And we are drawn up into this spiraling, swirling mist of magic, up into the clouds, out from our bodies into another world. Safe, surrounded and protected, calm and relaxed, we travel. We now have a sense of being drawn back down towards the earth again. The grass beneath our feet is warm, and as the mists start to recede, we find ourselves once again in the meadow. The meadow grass is long and filled with flowers of pinks and yellows, of whites. And in the distance the hedgerow hawthorn is in bloom, a beautiful splash of white dotted flowers marking the boundaries. There is a heady scent in the evening air, but there is no hay fever here, no sneezes, just a deep breath of warm spring sunshine. As to our right hand side, Father Sun is setting. As he does, the sky itself lights up, the clouds light up with pinks of all different hues, and the pale blue sky above us is echoing that lovely pink energy. To our left hand side, Mother Moon is high in the sky already. She is bright and full, and she is reflecting this beautiful pink energy, this beautiful, loving, abundant light. She absorbs the energy of Father Sun, and then with her own magical, unique energy, filters that down towards us as well. As Father Sun fades, Mother Moon still holds high in the sky, and although the sky itself becomes darker and filled with stars, the energy, that pink glow, that warm embrace, still surrounds us. And from this beam of beautiful pink light, drawn down towards us, comes a goddess. The goddess of springtime, of abundance, the goddess of happiness and peace, of prosperity, of hope. She travels down upon the beams of light, like Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz, radiant in pinks and lilacs. Summer flowers adorn her diaphanous dress, but they are alive and move. She has with her a cohort of the fairy folk. The dryads dance and move and fly around her. And as she comes to rest upon the grass before us, the flowers open and blossom and bloom, and more of the fairy folk make themselves known from within these blossoms, as many of them do, wearing them as hats or dresses, or for them to be part of themselves. The Fae are excitable by nature, but in the presence of this beautiful energy they are calm and peaceful. The energy of Mother Moon is calm and peaceful. The warmth of Mother Earth beneath our feet is calm and peaceful. This aspect of the goddess comes forward then and embraces you, presses her heart to yours in a warm and loving embrace. Enormous gratitude and love resonates from her to you, and from you back to her. A sense of achievement, of gratitude for your making it through the dark times, radiates from her to you. A feeling of congratulations and well done for making it through the dark, wet winter. But spring is in the air. The sun has warmth again, and the hedgerow blossoms and blooms, and the meadow flowers grow, the dandelion and buttercup, the daisies. And in amongst them the buzzing of the bees and the dancing of the fae. The goddess takes your hand in hers, and as the fairy folk dance and move around, she draws you and bids you to walk slightly uphill over the brow. As you reach the top, there is a field before you that goes slightly downhill, and in it there are two large fires, about 8 feet, a couple of meters, 2.5 meters apart. We walk down towards them and stand just in front of the fires, one to your left and right, equidistant from both, with Mother Moon shining between the two of them high in the sky. Draw in the warmth of the fires, the warmth from beneath your toes from Mother Earth, the warmth from the loving energy that travels from the goddess who is holding your hand to you and to your heart. It is a time for abundance. It is a time for feasting and celebration. Is it a time for happiness to take a breath and give thanks for those things that we have, and to really manifest those things which we need? Call out to Mother Moon, to the stars in the sky, to the fairy folk and the flowers, and they will dance and move while they sing and fly and gather to you a posy of beautiful flowers that represent the abundance which you wish for. Open your heart as wide as you will to receive the warmth of the fires, the love of the goddess, and the abundance and hope from the fairy folk and from Mother Moon herself. Rest in this space, this time and place, and in a short while my voice will return. The fairy folk, now finished in their job of collecting things for you, have two gifts: this posy of flowers and a small but beautifully formed goblet filled with dew collected from the meadow and grass. As with all things, it is your choice whether you wish to take the flowers and drink the dew. If you do, the sweet, slightly subtly flavoured water quenches all your thirst. You can feel it as you drink it down. It expands to fill your whole body, your whole energy system with energy and light. And you start to radiate abundance. As you take the flowers, with gratitude and love from these beautiful fae folk, you start to resonate with the energy of abundance and light. You start to glow pink in the moonlight. From the heart center, up and down your energetic spine, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head and out to your left and right. In front and behind you, you glow in a beautiful sphere of glorious, gentle pink light. In this loving glow, you walk forwards through the fires, through the space between them. The fire itself dances around this glow of pink. It spirals and swirls on its outside. It cleanses and clears. It helps and heals. A plume of fire is drawn in to your heart center and again expands up and down your energy, body, to cleanse and clear, to bring back into balance your heart and mind, your body and soul. You have all that you need. You are all that you need to be. You are always in the right place at the right time, doing the right things with the right people. You are worthy and deserve all of the things you wish and will, all of the things that you want and need, all of them and many more, says the goddess. You take one last look along the meadow, along the primrose and dandelion and hawthorn, to the hazel and gorse. And with Mother Moon high in the sky, you turn and walk back down the path in the meadow, followed by the dancing fairy folk who wish you goodbye and farewell. Back to the swirling, spiraling mists of Ratanan. Soft and gently through these, the mists come close, then the meadow recedes, as does Mother Moon. The last thing you see is that radiant pink ball in the sky fade through the mists. You start to return to the real world. The walls, ceiling and floor start to return around you. You breathe a little more deeply. Move your fingers and toes. Send some energetic roots down into the earth to ground yourself, to bring you back here and to now. Breathe more deeply. Give thanks to the guardians and guides. And remember to radiate abundance, and you will bring to you those things which you need at this time. Grounded and protected, then calm and relaxed. As soon as you're ready, but without rushing, open your eyes and return.